this thing, go to style. If you see over here, the styling and everything is simple. We just want to change the background color of this thing, and the background color is this color, F8 FAFF. So we can come over here, we can select this edit section, this 6 dots icon at top, edit section, select that thing, go to style, change the background type, select this background type and change, and basically paste in this color. Again, let's add this color. I'll name it BG color because we'll be using this color as well many a times. So select this option. We can do one more thing. We can add some padding at top and bottom. So for that, come to advanced and let's add padding at top. So maybe 50 pixels at top. Okay, this will add this padding at top of 50 pixels. If you want to select this option, if you want to add more options instead of 50, if you want to add 70 or anything like that, you can do it. Again, click on update and make sure to update this page, save this page. Now let's create this section. So for that, again, we'll click on this plus button, add a single row and column. Now very top, we have this title. Okay, we have a subtitle and then we have a title. For that, we'll use this Sina title. Search for title, select this option, Sina title or Sina title. Now the title over here, the subtitle is this. So we'll copy the subtitle. Okay, this is basically the title actually. And this is the subtitle. Okay, paste it under this option. Now if you want, you can also add description. We don't want to do that. Go to style. First, let's change the style of title. So here, as you can see, the color is different. Style, the size and everything is smaller and everything is capital letter or uppercase. So we'll select the typography. We can change the transform to uppercase. Okay, so everything is capital. We want to make sure that thing. And after that, we want to change the size of this thing. This is very big. We want to change the size of this thing to 16. Instead of 32, we want to make it 16. We don't want this much line height as well. So you can delete the line height if you want. All right. And then we have the color. We want to change this color to this orange color. So select this option. Now we have the subtitle, which is this. So for this, we want to use that Playfair font family. Search for that Playfair display. We want to increase the size to 46 and we want to make it bolder. So weight will be 900 and you can change the line height to 1.2 EM. Make sure you have selected EM at top. Now, if you want, you can also change this color. So this is not this black color. This looks black, but this is a little bit different. As you can see, the color code is 25283A. So if you want, you can use this color as well. I'll select this option, paste in this color. As you can see, very dark blue color. I'll add this color in the global color and I'll name it dark blue. Click on create. Okay. So we have the title and subtitle. Now select this row, edit section, change the background color again. So go to style, change the background color, and we have already added this color in the global color, BG color. Select that thing. As you can see, the background color is changed. If you want, you can also add some padding at top and bottom. So here, as you can see, at top we have added this space and at bottom very little space. So go to advanced. At top padding we want to add 60, bottom we just want to add 10 pixels. Okay, this is how it is done. Now let's add this section. So for that, again, come back to this option and add 3 different columns. Okay, because we want 3 different options over here. Now first of all, we have this icon over here. So we'll click on this option. We'll search for icon element, drag and drop it over here. Whatever icon you want. For example, here we have the users icon. So if you click on this thing, search for users, you have this icon, select this, click on insert. You can change the style, go to style, change the color to this orange color. If you want some other color, you can do that. Now size, we want to make it 65, a little bit bigger. So change the size to 65. Then we have this heading. So I'll copy this thing, come back, drag and drop this heading at bottom. Okay, paste in this heading, make sure it is center aligned, go to style, change this color to this dark blue color and change the font family to Playfair display. Okay, this one. If you want, you can also change the sizing and everything. We want to change this thing to 25 and weight will be 900. So bolder. And if you want, you can also add some line height of 1.2. Then we have the text, which is this. Copy this thing, come over here, drag and drop this text editor, paste in whatever your text is. Okay, go to style, make it center align. The color of this thing will be, this one, 383838. Okay, again, I want to add this color. Okay, description color maybe. Okay, I'll want to name it this thing. Or if you want, you can just name it with the color code. Okay, so it was 383838. Okay, so click on create. Now again, change the typography. Select Poppins instead of Roboto. Roboto is the default font family over here. So we'll select Poppins. and we want to increase the size to 15 and 400. Rest everything is good, so we want to keep it at this. Then we have the button. So for that we want to use this button, so we'll drag and drop the button element. So drag and drop it over here. In fact, I think we wanted to do one thing. We wanted to add a section in this, and after that let me explain you what I wanted to do. So we can do one thing. When you add these 3 columns, inside these columns you can add inner section like this. Okay, and when you add inner section, it will give you 2 more columns inside it. Delete the second column. Okay, like this. Right click on this edit column, delete it. Okay, and we want to add only 1 column, and we want to add everything in that. So for this also, we don't have to go back. We can use these elements as well. Let me show you how. Just drag and drop this inner section over here. We don't want 2 columns, we just want 1. So we can right click on this column, delete it. Now bring everything under this inner column. Okay, title, we have the heading first, then we have this description, then at the bottom we have this button. Okay, this will give you more styling options. I'll explain you when we change this style. As you can see, we are adding border, we are giving a lot of different styling over here, so this will help you with that. Now for the button, first of all we want to make sure it is center aligned and the button says join us now. Now go to style and change the typography. Again, instead of Roboto, we want to make sure that our font family is Poppins, and change the size to 15 and make it 600. Okay, just a little bit more bolder. Then after that we want to make sure that this is circular or rounded, so border radius will be 25 or 50. You can change this thing. And we also want to change the padding. So padding of this will be 16 from top and bottom and 22 from left and right. And obviously the background color will be this orange color, because we are using this color everywhere. This is like our primary color. Okay, and now this thing will be useful. The reason we have used this inner column is that we can use this option, edit column. So select this inner column, click on this edit column, and let's add a border first. So go to border, go to style, add border. Border type will be solid, width will be 1. Okay, and whatever color you want. So maybe we want this orange color, but we want to decrease the transparency, because right now if you see, this is very dark. We want to make it very lighter like this one, so we can decrease the transparency. So select this color and make it maybe 25%. Let's see. Okay, like this. Okay, maybe 30%. Let's make it 30. Right, this is how it is looking. We also want to make sure that our corners are a little bit rounded, so that is 5. We want to change the border radius to 5, not 50, because that will make it very circular, just 5. And now let's add padding. Here, as you can see, at top of this thing, at top of this we have some space, at bottom of this button we have some space, and a little bit space from left and right. So let's add that padding. So go to advanced and let's add padding of 40 from top and bottom and 30 from left and right. Now once you do this thing, this time you have to select this outer column. So if we have selected this edit column inside. Now outside that thing you will see this edit column. Click on that, go to style, let's change the background color to this white color. As you can see, this is the white color background. So we'll go to style, select this option, change the background color to this white color. Right now you cannot see the difference, but if I click on this option, edit section, and change this background color to this color, BG color that we have added, and now as you can see, this white background color is working like this. Okay, so this is how it works. Now here also we can do one thing. We can add this little bit of radius. So we can select this outer column, go to border, add this border radius of 5. Now go to advanced and add padding of 10 from all sides. Okay, and if you want, you can add some margin at bottom. So let's add 15 pixels margin at bottom, just a little bit. Now go to the main section again, edit row, edit section, the main row, and let's add some more padding at bottom. So maybe 100 or 110 pixels at bottom. We also want to make sure to add some padding at top over here. So let's select this option. Maybe at top we want to add 20 pixels. Okay, or maybe 30 pixels. Now once you do this thing, you can do one thing. You can right click on this outer column and click on copy. Or maybe let's do one thing, right click on this outer column and duplicate this thing. This is to save some time. Again, right click on this outer column and duplicate it. Now for these empty columns, right click, delete, right click, delete. Where the formatting is a little bit changed. Let's fix this thing. Now hide it. All right. okay, so we are not seeing this space. Okay, I think what we did is we did not wanted to add that color in the outer in the outer column. So if you select this outer column, don't add this background color over here, clear it, select the inner column, and you can add this background color in the inner column. Okay, white background color. Okay, if you want, you can also go to advanced and add some margin. Maybe let's add 10 or 15 pixels margin from all sides. Okay, so this is the style that we wanted. Again, I'll delete these options and duplicate this one. Okay, so that we save some time. We don't have to style it again. Now we just have to change the thing. So instead of this icon, maybe we want this dollar icon. So we can select this thing. Okay, so maybe if I want maybe this icon, I'll select this thing, change the text to donate to support. Okay, change the button text to donate now. Type in donate now. And obviously, as I said earlier, we'll change the or we'll add the link later on. Once we create all the pages, after that we can add the link. Similarly, you can do the same changes to the third column. Now click on update and update this page. And now let's go ahead and create our next section, which is this about us section. So to create this section, again, we'll come back over here and we'll add 2 columns this time, because as you can see, at the left hand side we have this thing, at the right hand side we have this text and all. Now at the left hand side we just want to upload a single image, so I'll search for image element, drag and drop it over here. Now choose the image that you want over here. You can select whatever image you want, so I've given you this image as well. If you want to use this image, you can use it. Select this, go to style, make sure under width you have selected 100%. Okay, and after that you can also add border radius. So let's add border radius of 20, just so that we can make these corners rounded. Okay, like this. So here as you can see, these corners are now rounded. Now below this thing we have this counter, and here as you can see we have 4 counters. So to add this thing we have to again come back to this option, drag and drop this inner section. Now delete this column, we just need 1 column, so delete this second column. And inside this thing we need to add the counter element, so search for counter element and select this counter element, drag and drop it over here. Now here as you can see it says 50k plus volunteer, 15k plus volunteer. So starting number will be 0, ending number will be 15. Okay, and after that we also have a suffix, so 15k, so we'll type in k plus, so k plus. Okay, 15k plus, and after that, and instead of cool number we'll type in volunteer. All right, like this. Now we can style this thing, go to style, text color as you can see is white, everything is white. So first let's do one thing, let's change the background color to this orange, and after that we can change the text color and everything to white. So select this option, select this inner section, okay, edit section, click on this 6 dots icon. Now over here we want to first do one thing, we want to bring this thing at top. So we'll go to advanced, and under margin top we will type in 75, and before 75 type in minus, so make it minus 75. And now as you can see this is gone top just like this one. Okay, so minus 75 pixels at top margin. Then after that come back to layout and make sure we have selected no gap under column gaps. Now select this edit column, select this option, edit column option, go to style, give this background color, select color and this background color. And now let's add some margin and padding, so go to advanced. First let's see the margin. So left and right I want to add some margin, so that as you can see we have some space, some gap both at left and right. So let's add this margin only at left and right, so maybe 25 pixels both left and right. Now let's also add some padding, so that as you can see we have some space at top and bottom. So padding will be only at top and bottom 25. And after that we can also add some border radius to make the corners rounded. So we'll go to this option style, we'll search for border, and under border radius you can type in 20, 25, any number like that. Okay, now we have this thing. Again come back to counter, now we can change the text color and everything, change the text color to white. And after that typography. Now this font family will be Playfair, so search for Playfair display, because as you can see this is the style for this number. We don't want this big, so we can change the size to 42. And we want to make it bolder, so 900, and line height will type in 1.4. Now let's select the text. So select this title, again change the text color or title color to white, change the typography to Poppins. So let's add Poppins. Now reduce the size to 14 pixels and make it a little bit bolder at 600. Now let's go to advanced. Now over here we want to do one thing, we want to go to positioning, and we want to change the width to custom. Then after that, under custom width, we'll select percentage and we'll make it 25 like this. Now the reason I'm doing this thing is because I want to place 4 different options over here. So I'll change all the width to 25 pixels so that we can place 4 options in one row. Now if you also want to place this border, you can come over here and you can select this border option. Okay, select this border, and at the right hand side we want border only at right. So we'll select maybe 1 pixels right, and you can change the border color. So in this example, as you can see, we have this kind of color. Okay, you can change the transparency as well if you want. So maybe we want to make it a little bit transparent, maybe 50%. Okay, let's see. Okay, like this. Now once you do this thing, you can now right click on this and you can duplicate it multiple times to save some time like this. Okay, now as you can see, this is how it is looking. We don't want border for the last one, so we'll select the last option. We'll go to style. I will go to advanced. Actually, we'll remove this border none. Now you can click on the second option and you can change the text to 380 plus sponsors. So we'll type in 380 plus and the text will be sponsors. Okay, now similarly you can go ahead and change these text as well, and after that you can click on update. Now at the right hand side we have this title. So very first thing, we have a title, we have a subtitle, title and some text, and after that we have a icon list, and then we have some button. So for this we'll again come back over here, we'll search for title, assign a title, drag and drop it over here. First we have the title, which is about us. Then we have the subtitle, okay, which is this, and then we have some text, which is your description. Okay, and everything is aligned left, so we'll select alignment left. Now go to style. First we have the title option, so we'll change this thing to Poppins. I think it is already Poppins because this is the default option, so we don't need to change that thing. Decrease the size to 16 and make it 600 if it is not. Then select this option. We also want to change the color to this orange color. Okay, then select the subtitle and change this option, change this font family to Playfair Display. Now increase the size to 46, make it bolder at 900 weight. You can also change the line height to 1.2. So as you can see, the settings are very similar. We have seen the same settings even at top. Now finally we have to select description, and over here we have to select this thing, change the size to 15 pixels and make it a little bit lighter at 300. Now below this thing we need to insert this inner section, and we need to divide this thing. By default it is 50 pixels, 50% both the columns. I want to make the left column wider, so I'll select left column, click on edit column, go to column width, make it 60%. Okay, so this is 60% and this will be 40%. Now once that is done, first we need to insert this icon list. So we'll come over here, we'll search for list, and here as you can see, icon list, drag and drop it over here. I just want one for now. Now we need to change the icon color to this, and we need to change the styling of this text as well. Now first of all, let's copy this text or whatever text you want, whatever list you want to create, enter that thing. We already have this check mark. If you don't want this icon, if you want some other icon, you can click on that and change the icon. Now let's add some space between this thing. So for space, I'll add 12 pixels space between these two options. Now select the icon, change the color of the icon to orange, and you can also change the size if you want just a little bit bigger, maybe 15 pixels, or if you want to make it bigger, you can type in 30 or whatever number you want. Now select the text, change the color to this dark blue color. And after that, I don't think it is dark blue color actually. Okay, it is dark blue color. And after that, we can change the typography. It is Roboto. We want to make it Poppins. So select Poppins. Font size will be 15. Now we can go to content and we can duplicate it multiple times. So if you want more options, now you can just go ahead and change the text. So select the second option, change the text, and you can do the same thing for all the other options. Now at the right hand side, we have this text. For this also we'll use that title option. So search for assign a title. You can drag and drop it over here. Now the title says 28. Okay. Then after that we have the subtitle which says years of experience. Okay, so here the subtitle is different, and then we have the description. So subtitle is years and we have the description of experience. All right. Select this option. For the title, if you see, we are using the Playfair option, Playfair font family. So we'll go to style change the typography to Playfair. Okay, Playfair display. Change the size to 52. We want it bigger, and we also want it bolder, so 900. Then we have this option, subtitle. So select your subtitle. This is also Playfair, so we'll change the font family to Playfair. Decrease the size to 20, make it 600. And also line height for this will be 1.2. And finally we have the description, which will be Poppins. So it is already Poppins, we don't need to change that thing, make it 15 and 400. Okay, a little bit lighter. Now once you do this thing, you can click on this column option, edit column, so that we can give this background color and we can add some padding. Now go to style. Now enter that orange color as your background color, like this. And after that you can do one thing, you can also go to border, add some radius, 20 maybe, okay, to make these corners rounded. You can also add some padding and margin, so we can go to advanced, we can add some margin of maybe 10 pixels from all sides. And to add some padding, you can go ahead, decrease this thing, maybe we want 10 pixels at top and 15 at bottom, or maybe 25 at bottom, 25 at top. Okay, it all depends on you, however you want this thing to look like. Now we can click on this text and change the color to white. Okay, I think it is, yeah, here it is white, so we can change all the color, title, subtitle, all these colors to white. Okay, description also white. Now click on update again. Then finally we have this button. Now for this button, we can save some time. We can copy any one of these buttons. So I'll do one thing. I'll copy this button, paste it over here at the bottom. Not under this, just outside this option. Okay, outside this. Now make it left align and change the text to learn more or whatever you want. Okay, you can also add some link and all. Now if you want to add some space over here, as you can see, if you go to advanced, we can add some spacing at top. So 30 pixels maybe space at top, so that we have some, some distance between this section and this button. You can also change the padding and size of this button. So you can go to style, you can select this option, you can increase the size maybe a little bit. Okay, and you can also change the padding. So by default it is 1622. You can make it maybe 1832. Basically 18 from top and bottom and 32 from left and right. This is how your button will look like. You can update this thing. And finally, one more thing, we need to do the settings for the row, for the section, and add some space at top and bottom. So select this section. Okay, edit section, click on this edit section, main row basically. Go to advanced and let's add some spacing. So maybe 120 padding top and bottom, so that we have this space both at top and bottom. All right. Now we can finally update this page. Let's see. So this is how it is looking. If you want some more space, I think here we have some column gap. So if you want some more column gap, you can come over here. You can make it narrow, as you can see. Or if you want wider, you can select wider. Now, as you can see, this is how it will look like. So it all depends on you. You can increase or decrease this space. If you want to go even wider, you can select that option as well. I want to go back to default. I just wanted to show you that you can do it like this. Now click on update. Then we have our next section, which is this donation campaign section. Now we have created most of the things, so everything after this will be just copy paste. For example, if you see this title and subtitle, this is very similar to the title and subtitle that we have created at top. Now we can just use them, and I'll show you how we can edit them and reuse it. So for example, we can copy the sign a title, we can drag it, drop it over here, we can paste it over here basically. This is how it is looking. Let's do one thing actually. Don't paste it, cut this thing. First, we need to add two columns. Here we have one column, and at the right hand side we have another column. So click on add a new section, two columns. Left column will be wider, so we'll select this and we'll make it 60%, and right one will be 40%. Then we will paste in that thing over here. Okay, this subtitle and title over here. Now the title over here says recent campaigns. Okay, so this is our title. As you can see, we don't need to style it anymore. We can simply copy the text. Styling is automatically done. We can delete the description. We don't want this description. This is how it will look like. Maybe we can decrease the margin at bottom. Now at the right hand side we have this button, and similarly we'll again copy this simple button, paste it over here. Change the text to view all campaigns. So let's type in that thing. Now we want to place this button at the bottom here, as you can see. So we can select this column and we can select this option, vertical alignment. We can select bottom. Okay, like this. And you can also change the alignment. Instead of left if you want right alignment, like this. Okay, select this button and make it right alignment. Then we have this campaigns that we have created. So for that, again, we'll add a new section, add 2 different columns, or if you want to add multiple columns, maybe 3-4 columns, you can do that thing as well. Now over here, the very first thing we have is this image. So we'll click on this plus button, we'll add an image at top. So let's select that image, upload it. I think this is the one that we have used. Select this, click on insert media. Now we want to add some radius to this image. So we'll go to style, select border radius, maybe 20 pixels. Below this thing, we have the title. So we'll copy the title. Okay, whatever your campaign title or name is, you can copy that thing. Now, first time when we are doing all these things, we have to do it manually. But after we create this design, after we create everything, all the design, basically the home page, everything else will become automatic. This is the only thing that we have to do manually. Now search for heading and drag and drop this heading at the bottom. Paste in whatever your title is. Go to style, change this thing. Change the color to that dark blue color. If you want, change the typography to play fair. Select this option. Size will be 26 pixels and we'll make it bolder at 900. Now we want to add some space at left so that this image and this text aligns perfectly. Okay, so for that we'll go to advanced. We'll add some margin. First, let's add top margin of 10, just a little bit space from top, and now at the left so that we can align it properly. So at the left hand side, we can add 20 pixels margin. Then after that, we have another column, inner column. So we'll again go back to elements, drag and drop this inner section so that we can have 3 columns. Now in this case also, I'll delete the right column. I'll just use that positioning option that we have created over here. Okay, like this. So we'll come over here, we want to add this option. We want to add a simple text, and after that we have another text. For this we can use the signer title. So we can come, search for title, drag and drop this signer title over here. First text is raised. Okay, so this is your title, and after that we have this money. How much money you have raised. That will be a subtitle. We can change the alignment to left because here as you can see this is left aligned. Now go to style. First we have title, select this thing, it is default, which means it is automatically popping, no need to change that thing. Decrease the size to 14 and make it lighter at 400. Now select subtitle, okay, and under subtitle we want to change this thing. Let's see, we have this font family, so we'll change the font family to play fair. We'll change the size to 20 pixels and this will also be bolder like this, and we don't want this much space, so we'll make it 1.2 em. For below title, I think we have a lot of space. We don't want any, so we'll delete the margin bottom for title. Now for this also, just select this advanced option, go to positioning and make it custom width and percentage. For this we can make it 33 because we want 3 in one row, so we can make it 33 pixels. Here also, if you want to add any border or anything, you can go to advanced and you can add a border at the right hand side maybe. Okay, so at right side maybe we want 2 pixels border. Okay, first make sure, okay, this border radius, not this one. Select border type solid and only at right side 2 pixels. Okay, and you can add any color you want. You can make it transparent if you want. Let's see. Okay, it's less transparent maybe. Let's select something like this. Let's see again. Let's make it even more. And you can also increase this thing instead of 2, let's make it 5 or maybe 7. So that it is displayed properly. Yeah, now you can see this thing. Then after that we can do one thing. We can simply duplicate this thing 3 times. And again for the last one we don't want any border. So we can select this option, go to border, make it none. Now if you see properly, this is getting connected to this border. So for this we can do one thing. We can add some margin. So select the first option and add margin right 20. Okay, so this brings the border over here. Select the second option, do the same thing, margin right 20. I don't know if you can see this thing, but this was earlier touching this thing and now it is come like this. Okay, this looks much better. Now below this thing we have this progress bar, so we can drag and drop the progress bar. Let's see, bring the progress bar over here, drag and drop the progress bar at the bottom. And one more thing, we also want to make sure that this is also aligned properly. So we'll select this thing, go to advanced, and let's add some padding over here. So maybe for top, we want to add 10 pixels just to add some space at top, then 0 at right, 20 at bottom and left. For top also we added 20. For this also we are adding 20 so that everything is aligned like this. Now select the progress bar. Now the progress bar, the title says inner thing says raised fund. Okay, so inner text will be raised funds. We don't have any title, so we'll delete the title. Now if you have raised maybe 100% or 80%, you can type in that number. So this is how it will show like. Now go to style. The color, instead of blue we want this orange color again, so we'll select this orange color. You can increase or decrease the height. You can change the border radius like this. Then we have the inner text. You can change the style of the inner text. Select this one. Change the typography. We have Poppins 13 pixels and you can make it bolder at 600. And similarly for this also we want to add some padding at left, 20 pixels padding, so that everything is aligned properly. Now in this case we also want to add padding at right, because here as you can see this stops over here, this does not go till the end. So here we also have to add some padding at right. Maybe we'll add 30 pixels at right. Okay, so this is the one. Then after that we have these two buttons. So for that again we'll use the inner option, inner section, drag and drop it over here. Now we can change the width of this thing. So for left column will be 40% and right column will automatically be 60%. Okay, like this. Now let's do one thing. Let's again just copy this button from top, paste it over here like this. We don't want this space at top, so we can go to advanced, delete this 30 pixels padding at top. Now for the second button, let's see. We have used it over here, but I don't think we can copy this thing. It will copy the entire slider. So we'll have to use this button. We'll have to create this button. Very easy. We can actually do one thing, copy it, paste it over here like this. First of all, let's fix this left button. So here it says donate now. Everything is fine. Just change the text to donate now. Now the right button, select this thing. Here it says program details. So we'll change the text to program details. Now let's change the style. So if we'll go to this option, we'll change the background color. Okay, select this thing, we'll make it transparent. And the color is orange and also the border color is orange. So we'll select text color, we'll make it orange. We'll select border type solid, maybe 2 pixels. Okay. And this will also be orange like this. And when you hover over this thing, as you can see, this is the design. The text color becomes white and the background becomes this orange. So we'll select hover, text color becomes white, background color becomes orange like this. Okay, so we have this hover effect. Now we can update this thing as well. Select this inner section. Now go to advanced. Let's add some padding, 20 at top and 20 at left. Also, we don't want any gaps, so we can go to layout and select column gaps, no gap. Now once you achieve this thing, you can finally select this column. Okay, select edit column. Now we can add border, we can add this radius, we can also add all these options. So first of all, let's go to style, add this border, maybe 1 pixel. Okay, this orange color border. Let's also make this border, rounded like this. So 28. Okay, this is also a little bit transparent, so we'll make it at 60-70% maybe. Let's see. Okay, even less, maybe this much. Okay, you can keep it at this. Select this option. Now go to advanced. Let's add margin of 20 pixels. Okay, this is how it will look like. It will add 20 pixels spacing from all sides. Now let's add the padding. So for padding, we'll add 15 at top, 10 at right, 30 at bottom and 10 at left. This is how it will give, you'll get this design basically. Okay, as you can see, we'll fix this button later on, as I said you earlier. Now once you complete this thing, you can simply duplicate this thing. Okay, and now you can delete the last empty column. And with this, as you can see, we have completed this thing. Now for the second option, you can just go ahead, change the image, change the title and everything. Now click on update. Finally select this main option, main row, and let's see what we have. Let's add some space at top and bottom. So select padding top and bottom, maybe 100 or 110 pixels. Okay, not 1000. Okay, not for this one, not for this one. Select padding top 100 for this, then select this column, and for this we'll add bottom 100. Okay, this space. So bottom 100 for this, top 100 for this. Now click on update. Maybe top 100 is not required as well. We'll select this, we'll delete this thing because we already have this space at top. So only padding bottom 100 for this section. All right. Now let's see the next section, which is, I guess, this contact section. So for that, again, we'll come over here, we'll add 2 columns. At the left hand side, again, we have this simple title and all. So for that, again, we'll go at top. We'll simply copy this thing, come over here at the bottom, paste it over here. Okay, so this will save you some time. Now I think you can just go ahead and change the title. This is your subtitle. Okay. And I think we can also change this thing. And I want to do one more thing. Below the subtitle, we want to add some space. So subtitle, select this thing. Bottom, we want to make maybe 15 pixels. Right. Now below this thing, we have this option. Okay. So we'll have to again use this inner section. Left will be only 15% width and right will be 85. So at the left hand side, we want to use this button. So for that, we'll come back and we'll search for this sign a vid option. Okay, you will see if you search for this sign a video option, you can drag and drop it over here. This is how it will look by default. Now, if you want any animation, you can select this thing. For example, here as you can see, we are using this wave animation. So we want to use this wave animation. You can enter the video link that when somebody clicks on that, that video will pop up. So for that, we'll do one thing, go to YouTube. If you want any video, you can simply go ahead, right click on that video and click on copy link address. Come over here and let's edit this thing. Click on pencil button, enter that link, and you can change the title if you want. We don't want any title. We are not using any title. Now, if you want to change the icon, you can do that thing as well. We want this icon. We don't want to change this thing. Now let's go to style this thing. Now, if what color you want, you can set this thing. So we want to, I don't think we have any color. We are not using any background color. So we'll make it transparent. Then after that, for the icon color, we want to make it orange. Okay, like this. We don't want, let's see what happens when you hover this. Okay, so when we hover this, the color becomes, the icon color becomes white and background becomes orange. So select this option, hover. Icon becomes, let's see what happens. Okay. So this becomes orange and the icon color becomes white. Better. Okay. Now again, come back to normal. Now for the font size, this is bigger. We want to decrease this thing to 20. Okay, now. And for all the other things, width, height and line height, this should always be same. If you're making it 50, everything else will be 50. I want to keep it at 65. Okay. So all three will be 65. Right. Now, as you can see, you cannot see everything properly because we don't have anything in the background. Once we complete this thing, we'll add something in the background and we'll also add an overlay. So everything looks much better. Then after that we have, in fact, let's before we add this title, before we add this heading, let's add that background. So we'll select this edit section, go to style and we'll add this background image. Let's see what image we have. We have this image. So select this and click on insert media. Let's change the position to maybe center. Okay. And size will be cover. Let's add overlay to this background so that we can read these texts properly. So select this option. Maybe we have black color, I guess. So add black. You can increase or decrease this thing. You can also change the overlay style. If you want, you can select multiply. If you want, you can select normal, and you can increase or decrease this overlay opacity. Okay. So I want to keep it maybe at 0.5. Now, once we have this thing, we can select this title and we can change the color of subtitle and description to white. Now let's add this text. Play short video. So we'll copy it, use the heading, normal heading, drag and drop it over here, paste in this text. And I think, okay, we did not add this border color. Okay, in this icon, come back. Let's see border color. Here it is, border type, select solid. And maybe 2 pixels. Yeah, now it is looking better. Now select this text, go to style, change the text color to white, right, like this. And let's change the styling. So select typography. Now we don't want Roboto, we want Poppins. So we'll change the font family to Poppins, 16 pixels size, 500 weight, and maybe 1.2 line height. Okay. And we also want to make sure that everything is in middle. So we'll select this inner section. We'll select vertical align, we'll make it middle. Now let's add some space and top and bottom. So select the main row. We added all these things where we did not add this space. So go to advanced. For padding top and bottom, we'll add maybe 120 pixels. Okay, both at top and bottom. And finally, at the right hand side, we want to add this contact form. So for that, we have to go back to our dashboard. You will see contact at the left hand side, select that option. Now here we have created this contact form. You can do one thing, you can edit this thing. Again, go to that file that you have downloaded, this media file. We have seen these images. Now inside this media file, you'll also see this pages folder, open that. And in that, you will see this contact form. Okay, the title is just contact form. Open this thing, copy everything, cut this file. Now come over here, delete everything. Now whatever you have copied, paste in that thing and click on save. Now you'll see this shortcode, this blue thing. Copy this shortcode, come over here, search for shortcode element, drag and drop it at the right hand side, enter your shortcode. Now this is how your contact form is looking right now. To style this thing, go to advanced. Now under CSS ID, type in this thing, bossa-ngo-callback-form. Okay, you can see this thing on your screen as well. Now let's finally add this background color and make it transparent. So we'll select this thing, edit column, go to style and select this background option, select background overlay, add this color, orange color, and change the overlay to maybe 0.4. Okay. Now let's add some padding, go to advanced. Top and bottom will be 60 and right and left will be 30, like this. Now click on update. And with this, you have also created this section. Our next section is this events section. So we'll again add a single row, single column. Let's copy this thing, this title, paste it over here. Okay, make it center align. This is our title. This is our subtitle. Okay, paste it like this. And after that, we have to again create this thing. So for that, again, we'll add a new row. We want 2 columns, so we can select 2 columns. Now inside this thing, first of all, we want to select this option. We want to add this option. We'll add inner section inside this option. Now we can increase the width of the left column to 80% and right will be 20. So this thing will be empty. Right inside, we want to use this thing. We just want to add the date. So whenever this event is. So for that, again, we'll use the signer title. Drag and drop it over here. So if it is on 15th May, so we'll type in like this. Okay. Make it center align. Go to style. For the first option, let's change the style to this Playfair. Okay, like this. And we don't want any bottom margin, so we'll delete this thing. You can increase the size of this thing if you want. And 15th it says. Okay, 15th. Then after that, for the bottom one also, you can design that thing. We are not going to do that because we have seen that thing multiple times. Now select this thing, edit section, go to style, change the background color to this orange color. Similarly, and go to border, add some radius. Now you can select this text, change the color to white. Subtitle also, change this color to white. Okay. Now below this thing, we have this option. We have the title. So for that, we'll use the regular heading. Drag and drop it over here at the bottom. In fact, I think, okay, before that thing, we also have this space. As you can see, below this thing, we have this nice big space. So we can do one thing. We can search for space. Here it is. Drag and drop this space between them. 50 pixels. If you want to know even more, you can add 60, 70 pixels as well. Now select this heading. This is the title, for example. We'll select this thing, type in the title, go to advanced, change the color. Okay, we'll change the color later on because we have to add this white color. So before that, let's add all the typography thing. So the font family will be Poppins. We'll change this thing to Poppins. Size will be 25 and 1.2 line height. Then below with this thing, we have this icon list. This is similar to this list that we have created at top. It is just inline. This one is just inline list. Let me show you. So if you again search for list, you'll see this icon list. Drag and drop it over here. Very similar, but instead of this, you can, instead of the default, you can make it inline. So this will become like this. Now the first option is we have the clock icon and we have the time of the event. So we'll change the icon to clock. Okay, maybe this one. And we have the time of the event, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., whatever the timing is. Then the second option, we have the marker icon and we have the location. So we'll select the marker icon. Okay, map marker, maybe this one, select this and change the text to whatever the address is. Now you can go to style. Let's add 15 space. Now go to icon, make it a little bit bigger, maybe at 15. Change the icon color to this orange color, I guess. Yeah, orange color. Text is white, we'll change the text later on. Now select the text, color will change later on, just do the typography thing. So it will be Poppins. Now again, to save you some time as well, you can do the same thing with, just like we did with the colors, we added the global color. You can also add global fonts as well. Click on this thing and we'll select Poppins over here to save you some time. So next time when you want to make anything Poppins, just like that, you can click on this, then you can select Poppins. Okay. After that, you can also change the line height. You can change the size and everything. So we'll make it 13 pixels. Okay. Rest everything looks good. And if you want to add some space, you can go to padding, maybe 10 at top and 20 at bottom. Okay. Space at top and bottom. Then we have this text, this simple text. Copy it. Use this text editor. Paste in your text. Go to style. Change the color to maybe this dark blue color. Go to typography. If you want to make it Poppins, by default it is Roboto. Just click on this globe icon, make it Poppins. And if you want to change the size, you can go ahead and change it. By default it is 15. Now let's use this button. We have already added this button, I guess, at top. Here it is. Copy this. Paste it over here at the bottom. Change the text to view details. Okay, as you can see, style and everything is good. Maybe, yeah, the rest everything looks good. Now we can select this option, select this column, outer column, edit column, go to style, add image in the background. So as you can see, we have this image in the background. We'll add this image. This is the one. Click on insert media. You can change the position, maybe center, size can be cover. Okay. Now we can add some padding. We can add overlay. So select overlay, add black color overlay over here. Maybe you can increase or decrease this overlay. By default, it is 0.5. You can make it 0.6, 0.7. Let's add some border radius as well, 20 pixels. And now let's go to advanced, add margin of 15. And you can also add some padding. So for padding, what I want to do is for top, I want to add 20, right also 20. Now for bottom, I want to add 50 and left 40. Okay. So you get this design. Now select this text. Now we can change all the color to this white color. Select this text as well. For text, white color. For this text, change this thing to white color. Okay. Rest everything is good. You can update this thing, and similarly you can simply duplicate this option and delete the last option. Okay. Now for this, if this is some other event, you can click on. Now once you have created the design, you just need to change the text. Click on this thing. Maybe it is on 27th. So we'll type in 27th, maybe December. Okay. So as you can see, once you have this thing, designing this thing becomes pretty easy. Similarly, if you want to change the timing and everything, you can do the same thing. Now select this row. Let's add some padding at top, maybe 100 pixels. Then after that, let's also add padding at bottom. Okay. Select this one, 100 pixels. Okay. With this, we have completed this section as well. Update this page. Now below this thing, okay, I think we also want to, we also want to change the background color of this. So select this, go to style, change the background color to this BG color that we have already used. Select this thing as well. Now select this option, go to style, change the background color to this BG color for both these sections. Now below this thing, we have this section, volunteers section. So for that, again, we'll actually do one thing. We'll copy this entire thing, paste it over here. We don't want this space at top because we already have this bottom space. So we'll delete this thing, change the title and subtitle. Okay. Click on this. All right. Okay. Meet our team. This is our title. And below this thing, we can add this simple, volunteers thing that we have created. And for that, again, as you can see, we need 3 columns. So we'll add another row, 3 columns. Very first thing that we need is this image. So we'll come back, search for image, drag and drop it over here. Now upload whatever your image is. Maybe let's upload this one. Click on insert media. Now go to style. Let's add 20 pixels border radius. Now below this thing, add inner section. We just want one single column, so delete the second column, right click and delete. First we have this title subtitle thing. Okay, so for that again we'll come back, search for signer title, drag and drop it over here. Now the title will be, whatever the position of this person is, then the name of this person. Okay, so maybe this is the name of this person, not under highlighted text. This will be under subtitle, and some few things about this person, okay, under description. Now you can make it left line, go to style. First we have the title, so the color of this thing is this orange color. Change the typography to Poppins. It is already Poppins. Let's change the size, so instead of 32 let's make it 15, and let's make it normal, which is 500. Now margin bottom, we don't need this much, maybe only 8. Okay, or if you want you can even make it 0. Then after that we have the subtitle. Select this option, and this will be Playfair, so we'll change this font family to Playfair. Instead of 24 let's make it 23 and 900. We want it bolder, and line height will be 1.2. Now for this margin bottom we can increase this thing to 10 or even 15. Then finally we have the description. Now in the description we want to change this thing to Poppins, which is already default. Whenever it is default it means it is Poppins, and I just want to make it lighter at 300. Now once you do this thing, go to advanced and again select this option, positioning. Width will be custom and percentage will be 80%. Then after that we want to use this social icons. So for that, if you search for social, you should see signer social icons, bring it at bottom. Now whatever icons or links you want, for example, if you want Facebook link, you can search for Facebook icon. Here it is, as you can see. Similarly, if you want Twitter, you can search for Twitter icon. Here it is. And if you want LinkedIn or YouTube, whatever you want, you can search for that thing as well. And obviously you should also remember to change the link. So instead of linkedin.com, whatever your complete link is. Similarly for Twitter, twitter.com, and whatever your username is. You can change the color and everything. So go to style and you can change the font size. You can change everything basically from here. Now width, we don't want 40, we want 35, and as I said earlier, everything else should also be 35 or whatever the same number. Now change the background color to transparent. Icon color should be orange, and we also want border. So border type solid and this color. Okay. And hover effect, we want to change this thing. So select hover, and here when you hover over this thing, as you can see, we have this style. So the color becomes white, and the, let's see. Okay, so background color becomes this color and icon color becomes this white color, like this. Okay. And border color also becomes this orange basically. Okay. Now once you do this thing, again select this option. We can actually do one thing. Display, it will not be inline, it will be block. Now go to advanced, select positioning, change the width to 20%. Okay, should actually I think we have to bring it just below this thing. Okay, now it looks much better. So this is 80%, this is 20%. Now select this column, and again as you can see we have to change the background color, and also go to style, change the background color to white color or whatever color you want. Okay, you can also add some padding, you can add some border if you want, solid border, 1 pixels maybe. Okay, this color, whatever color you want, you can go to advanced. Let's add margin from left and right, maybe 15 pixels, and padding of 25 from all sides. Now select this section, edit section, inner section, and add negative margin at top, maybe 120 negative, so that it comes at top like this. And now let's add padding of 25 top and bottom and 15 left and right. Okay, we can also, I think, okay, we can also make this thing, go to border and maybe 25 border radius. Okay, for column also select column, go to border, 25 border radius. Okay, so you have this thing. Now you can again similarly duplicate this thing multiple times like this, and you can delete these empty columns like this. Okay, Now for the second person, click on this thing, change the image, maybe this person, then go ahead, change the name and everything. So styling remains same, so you just have to change the content. Now select this option, main row, change the background color, okay, to this color, and padding bottom will be 100 pixels. All right, okay. And finally, for the home page, we have this section. So for that, we can do one thing. We can copy this section for title, paste it over here, because as you can see, the styling is very similar. This is the text, this is our title, this is our subtitle, and then your button. You can change the text and everything of this button, and below that thing we want to display blog post. Now we have not yet created any blog post, so first we have to do that. So to come back to your dashboard and click on post, we have this hello world, delete this thing, this is a dummy blog post. To create a new one, click on add new. Now let me open a single blog post so that I can show you how it looks. If I select this thing, what happens after you die? Very interesting topic. So this is the title. We'll add our blog post title, and after that, whatever your answer is, you can type in that answer at the bottom. Okay, so whatever the answer to this question is. Now the right hand side, click on post. You can change the template, you can add some categories. So for example, this is in a masjid, in a mosque, and this is a Friday lecture, Friday khutbah as it is called. So I'll add a new category, Friday khutbah. Now whenever there is another lecture on Friday, I'll always select this category. You can also set a featured image, like as you can see, this featured image is set at top. So we can set some featured image. I'll select maybe, let's select this one, click on set featured image. Now if you want to integrate audio, as I said you earlier, I'll show you how to integrate audio, video and all those things. So you can select one thing, you can click on this plus button and search for audio. Select this audio. Now upload your audio file. So I'll click on upload, and I think I have this thing. As you can see, this audio file is present over here. Now once you upload this thing, this is automatically integrated for you. You can play it if you want, as you can see. So, and if somebody wants, they can even download this thing. Now how to integrate YouTube videos? Click on this plus button, search for YouTube, select this option and just paste in your link. It will automatically embed it. Click on embed. This video is embedded. If you publish this thing, let's see how it looks. Click on view post. This is your title, Friday khutbah, as you can see. Text, you have your audio, you have the video embedded. So this is how easy it is to do this thing. So this is how you can create your blog post. It could be in different categories. And after that, we have to search for blog. You can use either sign up blog post or a post carousel. Both the options can be used. If you want to use this one, let's bring it over here at the bottom. You can change the style. If you want the grid style, if you want the list style, you can change that thing. How many posts you want to display, 2, 3, you can change that thing as well. And then what all you want, what all you don't want to show. So I want to show categories maybe, and I want to show whatever you want to show, you can just make it on. Okay, if you want to show thumbnail maybe, okay, you can select this thing. Or if you just want the grid style, you can select that thing as well. Maybe if I want to display three blog posts in a row, so I can make this thing 3 and update this page. Okay, so it will display 3 blog posts. If you want, you can use this post carousel as well. Bring it at the bottom. You'll get this design, as you can see. How many you want to display, whether you want to display thumbnail, whether you want to display the grid style. Okay, this is the grid style. We have the thing. Then we have the list style as well. So whichever style you want, you can use that thing. Let me delete this thing. Maybe we want to use this one. Okay. Now similarly, select this option. Let's add some space at top, maybe 150 or not 150, maybe 75. And at the bottom, let's add 100. Now finally, with this, we have created our home page. We can update this thing. Now I purposely created this home page and made this home page so big because I wanted to cover everything. So in the home page, you have learned every designing thing based on this website. Okay, based on this website, we have seen how to design events. We have seen how to design campaigns. We have seen how to design forms. Everything is seen in one single page. Now all the other pages, we don't have to worry about that. We won't be designing them and creating them from scratch. I'll give you all the files, pre-made files. You just have to import them on your website. But because you know all the designing process, because you have seen this homepage, editing the entire website becomes very easy for you. Now, before we proceed further, whenever you create any page, you should always see how that page looks on a mobile phone to make sure that your website is 100% mobile friendly. And to see that thing, you'll see this thing, you'll see this link, you'll see this icon at the bottom left, responsive mode. Click on that and select mobile phone. Now, as you can see, this is how your website is looking on a mobile phone. Let's see from top. Now, if you see the slider section, it looks really bad. So let's fix this thing for mobile phone. Click on this thing, slider option, go to style, and the subtitle is looking very big. So select subtitle and decrease the size. Now, similarly, I think we can also decrease the size of description. Okay, let's make it maybe 12. Okay, this is how it is looking. We can go to advanced. We can actually select this navigator, click on this navigator, select section at top, go to advanced, and let's add some padding at top for mobile phone. Maybe let's add 75 pixels at top. Okay, now as you can see, or maybe 100 pixels at top. So this is how it will look like. This is looking much better. Now similarly for this also, for this brands option, if you select this option, maybe for mobile phone we just want to display one in a row. So we can go to carousel settings, make sure you have the mobile icon over here, select one. Okay, now it will look much better. It will automatically show you that animation. This icon will change like this. Now for this, if you want to change the style, maybe this text is looking very big on mobile phone, so we can come over here, select the subtitle and change the text to maybe, let's see, 20 pixels maybe. Okay, or if you want to make it bigger, maybe 25 pixels. Okay, so you can see, as you can see, rest everything looks good. For this also, we made it 25%. For mobile phone, we can make it 50%. So select this thing, select this button, go to positioning, and we had made it 25, select custom and go to percentage, make it 50. Now we can copy this thing, paste style, right click on the second option, don't paste, just select this option, paste style. Similarly for this option as well, paste style, and this also paste style. Now as you can see, for mobile phone this is looking so much better. Now for this also you can go ahead, change the subtitle size to 25. Okay, select this button, let's bring it in middle. Okay, so as you can see, you can make it 100% mobile and mobile friendly like this. For this also, if you want to fix anything, for example, for this one, we can do one thing. We can select this option. For everything, we added this left option. Okay, we added margin left 20 pixels. For mobile phone, that is not required. So we can make it 0. Select this entire thing. Go to this option, padding, make it 0. Okay. Similarly, select this option, make it 0. Select these buttons. Go to this option, and let's first select this option, inner row, make everything 0, and now you can decrease the size if you want both the buttons in the same line. First let's come to style and change the size of this button. So typography, instead of 16, let's make it maybe 12, and padding also we can change for mobile phone. So instead of 18, we can make it maybe 12, 24. Okay, so 12 top and bottom, 24 left and right. Okay, and for we will do the same thing for the second button. We'll click on that, change the text to 12, change the padding to 12, 24. Okay, now we can select this button, click on edit section, make it 50%. Select the second button, edit section, make it 50% width. Okay, or if you want, first you can make it 40 because this is a little bit smaller, and with for the second, or maybe 40, let's see, 44, and second one will be 56. Okay, now as you can see, this is looking much better. Now you can copy this thing and you can paste in the same style. For example, you can just copy it like this, and you can paste in the same style for these options as well. Okay, rest everything is looking good. You can click on update, and this is how you can make your website mobile friendly as well. Now you can cut this thing, come back to desktop again, and with this we have successfully completed our homepage. You can now come back to your dashboard. Now let's create our next page, which is your campaigns list page. So as you can see under pages, if you see campaign list, okay, so a page wherein you can display all your campaigns in one place. Okay, So as I said you earlier, for the home page, we have seen everything. So as you can see, the design is present over here. We have already seen this design. Now you don't even have to design this thing. I'll show you. I'll just give you the file. You can import it on your website. Click on add new. Now you can give it a title of campaigns or campaigns list, whatever you want. Change the template to Elementor full width and publish it. Now click on edit with Elementor and open the file that you have downloaded. So inside that pages folder, you will see there are so many different files and you will see campaigns list. We have to import this file. So come over here, click on this second icon, add template, go to my templates and import this file. So click on this import, select file and select the file under media pages, campaign list, open it. Now once it is imported, you just have to install it on your website. So as you can see, it is imported. Now click on insert and this page will be inserted for you. So this is the title and everything, all the designing, everything is automatically done for you. If you want to change something in this campaign, you can easily do that because we have seen this thing in complete detail when we are creating the home page. Now if you want to change this image, click on this, change this title, click on that and so on. Now update this page. Again, come back to your dashboard. I'll show you how to link all these different pages. First, let's create all the other pages. Now click on pages, add new. Now let's create a single campaign page. Now maybe suppose if you're creating a single campaign page for this campaign, okay, financial help for poor families. So if somebody clicks on program details, they will see this page. So this will be the title. Now again, template will be Elementor full width, publish it, click on edit with Elementor. And similarly do the same thing, click on add template, go to my templates and import this one as well. Click on select file and select campaign single. Here it is, as you can see, single campaign, select it, open it. And again, once it is imported for you, you just need to insert it on your website. So click on this insert button, this will be inserted for you. So as you can see, you can again go ahead, change these text whatever you want or however you want, okay? Now click on update. Now we also need to integrate that donate button, but we'll do that later on. First, let's create all the other pages. Let's come back again. Let's create our volunteers page. So click on pages, click on add new, give it a title of volunteers. This will also be Elementor full width, publish it and click on edit with Elementor. Now again, add template, go to my templates, import this volunteer template. This is the one, volunteer page, import it. Now select this insert option, insert this page. Alright, so as you can see, this is also done. We have seen this page as well. Click on update. Again, come back to your dashboard. Let's create the events list page and events single page. Click on add new. This is the events list page. Template will be Elementor full width, publish it. Edit with Elementor. Add template, go to my templates, import this events list template, okay? Now once it is imported, again insert it and whatever the title and everything is, as you can see, we have already seen the design and everything. So this is how it looks like, update it. Again, come back to your pages, again come back to your dashboard basically. Now suppose if you're now creating a page or detailed page for event. So suppose if somebody wants to know more about this event, okay, maybe let's say 1 day online fundraiser, they can click on view detail. So once they click on view detail, which page they will see? So first I'll copy the title, okay, come back, pages, click on add new, add the same title, template will be Elementor full width, publish it. So once they click on this view detail page, they will see this page that we are going to create right now. So click on add template, my templates, import the event single page. Okay, events single. Once it is imported, just insert it. So once they click on that button, they will see this page and here you can have this thing in more detail. Okay, as you can see, we have the time, we have everything, we have the location. If you want to change the location, click on this pencil icon. Whatever the location is, for example, if it is Mumbai, you can type in Mumbai, it will automatically get that location. You can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, all these things can be done. All right, you can change the timing if you want. If you want to change the timing, select this thing, change whatever the timing. So this thing is created. You just need to, use this template to create more options. Again, come back to your dashboard. Now let's create our about and contact page. So click on pages, click on add new. Let's create our about us page. Under template, again, this will be Elementor full width. Publish it, edit with Elementor. And again, import your page. So let's import the about us page. Okay, here it is. Import this thing or insert this thing on your website. And based on your website, based on your team, you can click on that thing and you can change it. So if you want to change the icon, best education, you can change this thing, change the image. We have seen everything in the home page. Okay, now click on update. And finally, let's create our contact page. Click on pages, add new. Let's give it a title of contact. Okay, or contact us if you want. Edit with Elementor. And similarly, click on add template, go to my templates and import this contact page template as well. Okay, contact us template. Now insert this one as well. Okay, you have this thing. Again, you just need to click on this pencil button, add in your own address. Click on this thing, change this thing and enter your own phone number, address, email address. Now under this contact form, if you see that it says contact form not found, you can go to your dashboard and again just click on contact and make sure you copy this shortcode and paste it over here. Then it will display this contact form. Okay. Again, come back to your dashboard. We also need to create the blog page. So click on pages, add new, give it a title of blog. Don't need to do anything, just publish it and set this page. So just like we set the home page, we also have to set the blog page. So hover over settings and click on reading, and under post page, select this blog page, click on save changes. With this, we have created all the pages. Now let's see the link. So I've shown you that if you want to create another, campaigns for, let me show you one more campaign list. So if you go back to campaign list, if I want to create a page for maybe this campaign, send child to school for education. So I'll again go back to pages. I've shown you this thing, but I'm showing you again because I want to show you that donate button thing. Now you can click on add new and you can give this title. So whatever the single campaign page you're creating, template will be Elementor full width. Click on publish, click on edit with Elementor. Now because we have already imported this single template list, we can simply click on add template, go to my templates, and we have all the design. Now we just have to use these designs that I've given you and you can create as many campaigns and events as you want. So we want single campaign, insert it. Now this is the campaign detail. This will, instead of financial help for poor families, you can type in save child, send child to school for education, how much money you want. You can say, you can change all these things. Then after that, we want to add that button over here. Okay, that donate now button. So there are many different payment gateways available. Now we have to choose which payment gateway you want to use. I'll show you two options. I'll show you Stripe. So Stripe is for international payment gateway. And I'll show you one more thing, Razorpay. Razorpay is only for India. But if you're from any other country and if there is some other payment gateway on your which is available or which you want to integrate with your website, you can go to that payment gateway, create a button, and after that the steps are same. So whatever payment gateway you're using, the steps are almost all same. So in this example, if I'm using Razorpay, I can go to the dashboard for Razorpay. So it is dashboard.razorpay.com. So whatever payment gateway you're using, just go to the dashboard of that payment gateway and log into your account. Now once you log into your account, you will see your dashboard. Now every single payment gateway will have the button option that you want to create payment links or payment buttons. So in Razorpay, as you can see, we have this payment links. You can click on that thing and you can click on skip and get started. You can create your new button. Click on create payment link. Then after that, you can select standard payment link or UPI payment link, whatever you want. You can select this thing. For example, if you want standard payment link, how much money you can select. For example, if somebody wants to donate 500, okay, payment for what? So this will be the title. This payment is for child, send child to school for education. You can give your details if you want to be notified via SMS or email. Okay. Then after that, you can also set expiry and all. Then after that, click on create payment link. This link will be created for you. You just need to click on copy. You can copy this link, come over here, and let's add that button. So let me do one thing. Let me use this button over here. We have already seen how to design this button and all. Let me very quickly do that thing. I'll change the text to donate now. Okay. Typography, let's make it Poppins. Increase the size to 16. Okay, change the background color to orange. Make it 50. So you can do something like this. You can also change the padding. Now you can do one thing. You can go to content, and because we have the link, you can just paste in this link over here and click on update. Now if you see this thing, if you open this page, let's cut this thing. Now whenever someone comes over here, they can see this donate button. If they click on this donate now button, they will be redirected to this page and they can now make the payment. They can select whether they want to make payment from card, net banking, wallet, UPI, whatever payment gateway they want to select, whatever payment method they want to select, they can select that thing and they can make the payment. So as I said, every single payment gateway has this option. If you go to PayUmoney, CC Avenue, Razorpay, Stripe, PayPal, every single payment gateway has this option. I've shown you one option. Let me show you another option. If you go to Stripe dashboard. So if you're creating an account with Stripe, you can go to dashboard.stripe.com, log into your account. And steps are also pretty simple. As you can see, creating a button is also very simple. Now on Stripe also, when you log into your account, you will see payments option, and we have many more options. If you click on more, you will see that we have some more options. And as you can see, payment links option is given. You can click on payment links and you can create a new link. Click on add new. Now, if you want to add a new product, click on add new product. Name is, let's copy this name again. Okay. Send child to a school for education. Okay. This is our name. You can add some description. You can upload an image and how much money you want. So maybe 500 one time. You can also make it recurring monthly and all. If you want, you can give some advanced features as well. And after that, you can click on add product. And this is how easy to do this thing. Now this is the payment page and this is how your confirmation page will look like. And you can also allow your customers to adjust quantity. This is how it will look on a desktop and this is how it will look on a mobile phone. Okay. Now once this is completed, you can click on next and finally click on create link. This link will be created for you. You will get this link as you can see. Click on copy this link, come over here. Maybe instead of this, if you want this Stripe link, update this page. And let's come back. Let me show you this thing again. Refresh it. Now if you click on this link, donate now link or donate now button. Now you're redirected to Stripe, and as you can see, people can increase or decrease the quantity if they want. Okay, they can enter the card details and they can make the payment. So this is how it works. So similarly, you can go ahead and create different pages for different campaigns and you can add these buttons. If you want, you can just use one single button link on all different pages, or if you want, you can create different buttons for different campaigns. Now let's fix the links. So if you again come back to your dashboard, let's open our home page in a new tab. So when somebody clicks on donate now, nothing happens. When somebody clicks on read more, nothing happens, because while we were creating the home page, we had not yet created any campaigns or anything. Now we have created, so we can fix these links. Click on edit with Elementor. And now when somebody clicks on donate fund, they can you can redirect them to some page. So we can select this primary button. Maybe I want to redirect them to the campaign list page. So I'll search for that. If you search for campaign list, let's see, as you can see, this is the campaigns list page. Select this thing, it will automatically copy the link. When they click on read more, maybe I want to redirect them to the same page. So secondary option, same thing. Then we have this option. If somebody wants to become a volunteer, we want to redirect them to the contact page. So if they click on join us now, they will be redirected to the contact page. So select this contact. If somebody wants to donate, you can either just copy the link, this payment link over here. You can just copy and paste in this link. So once they click on this link, they will be redirected to that payment option. Or if you want, again, you can redirect them to a certain campaign page or the campaign list page. Similarly, if you scroll down, if somebody wants to learn more, this is the about section. So if they click on learn more, they'll be redirected to your about page so that they can learn more about you. Okay. Now this is the single campaign page and all. First of all, view all campaigns. Once somebody clicks on view all campaigns, we want to redirect them to the campaigns list page. Now this is the specific campaign, financial help for poor families. We have created this page. So go to pages. As you can see, financial help for poor families. So when somebody clicks on donate now, I want to get the donate now button. I want to get the link for that thing. So I'll go to this option and maybe this is the link for that option. Okay, so I'll copy this link. So we're just considering that this might be the link for this campaign. Okay, so I'll come over here and paste this link under donate now. Under program details, I want them, once they click on program details, I want them to be redirected to this page, financial help for poor thing. So we can search for this page name, and here as you can see at top, select this thing, click on update. Once they click on this thing, they will be redirected to that page. Okay, similarly for some other campaigns as well, you can do it. Now for events, we have also created single events page. So here as you can see, we have created 1 day online fundraiser. Maybe this is the one day online fundraiser. So once they click on view details, I want to redirect them to that page. So I'll type in that thing, 1 day online fundraiser, and update it. Okay, so once they click on view detail, they will be redirected to that single events page. All right. And with this, we have completed this thing as well. If you go back to your home page, now if somebody clicks on donate fund, they will be redirected to the campaigns page. Okay, again, come back. If somebody clicks on join now, they will be redirected to the contact page. They can fill in this form and they can join you as a volunteer or anything. Now for the campaign, if somebody clicks on donate now, we can redirect them to this page so they can make the payment. Or if they click on this option, let's come back. So if they click on this option now, program details, they will be redirected to the single program page, financial help for poor families. Okay, so this is how this entire process works. You have to do the same thing for campaigns as well. Go to campaigns listing page. Here also click on edit with Elementor and link these campaigns with those specific single campaign pages. So here also financial help for poor families, go to program details and search for that page, link it with that page. Okay, send a child, click on program details, search for this page that we have created, send child to school for education. So when somebody clicks on this page, they will be redirected to that. When somebody clicks on this button, they will be redirected to the single campaign page. Okay, so you can fix like this. Again, come back to our home page. Now only the header and footer is left. So first, to create header and footer, we'll have to start with the menu. We have not yet created any menu. So come back to your dashboard. To create a new menu, hover over appearance and click on menus. Let's create a new menu, give it a name of main menu. Now what all links you want? So maybe we want the home page, about page, campaigns page, contact page, events page, and volunteers page. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll add a custom link. URL will be hashtag, and under text I'll add pages. Okay, and I'll bring it over here. Campaigns will be over here. You can rearrange them like this. Then events will be over here. Now for all the other things, for about page, home page, everything, I'll bring them under pages like this. Okay, contact page, volunteers page, I'll bring them under pages. And I'll tick mark primary at the bottom, click on save changes. Now again, if you come back to your website, refresh it. Now as you can see, you have a proper menu over here. Now let's say the footer. So at the bottom, we don't have anything. We have to add a footer like this. So for that, again, come back to your dashboard. Now under appearance, click on widgets and select this option, footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. So under footer 1, we have this simple text. Okay, this is the text. So you can simply come over here, copy this thing, open footer sidebar 1, click on plus and search for text. You can select this option, paragraph, and you can, first of all, add this thing. This is your text. And if you want to add this title, you can click on this thing. Okay, just you can paste in this title and text like this. This is your footer 1. Let's add the footer 2. So this is your footer 2 latest post. We can come over here, click on this plus button, search for latest post, Bossa latest post, select this one. You can give some title. This is our title, latest post. Okay, how many you want to display? Maybe you want to display only 3, and you can select these options, left image, right image, you can select that thing. Then we have the contact info. Now this is also text. For this you will see, I think we have, yeah, footer contact. Open this file, copy everything from here. Okay, come back to this page, open footer 3, plus button, select custom HTML and paste in everything over here. Okay, like this. Now you can do some changes. For example, the first text is lorem ipsum, so this is this text. So instead of this, if you want something else, you can type in that thing. Then we have the domain name. We have the email address info@domain.com. Instead of this, if you want your own domain name, you can type in your own email address basically. Okay, nair@something.com. Okay, then after that, similarly for these things as well. Okay, to become a volunteer, you have to enter this email. So instead of this email, just type in your own email address. Then after that, we have the tags. So go to footer 4, click on this plus button, search for tags, select tag cloud. Okay, now you can update this page. So this is your footer. Then after that, we also have a sidebar. So if you open a single blog post, let's open this single blog post. You can see at the right hand side, we have this sidebar. So to create this sidebar, we want to use widgets and use this one, right sidebar. Now by default, it will all automatically give you few options. We don't want them. So you can select them, click on 3 dots and remove these options. So first remove all of these very quickly. Right now we can do one thing. We can start with search. So search for this element, search element. Now, however the design you want, you can select that design. Maybe if you want this design, you can select this thing. The placeholder says search like this. Then after that, we have this option, the post option. So we can again click on this plus button and search for latest post. Okay, Bossa latest post, and left image. The title over here says most viewed, or if you want some other title, you can type in that thing. Then after that, we again want the same thing, Bossa latest post, but this time the style will be different. We want full image. Okay, and you can give some other title, maybe recent post. Now let's see, click on update, and this is how it will change. And finally, we have to do some customization. For example, we want to change the header and all. So for that, you will need to click on this customize link at top. Now here, let's start with the header. So at the left hand side, click on header and select this style option. Now whatever header style you want, you can select this thing. If you don't want this top header space, if you see, this is your top header space. If you don't want it, you can just go ahead and click on select this option, no top header. That space will disappear. I do want this thing. I want to enter my email and all. So I can scroll down, and here as you can see, if you want to enter your phone number, enter your phone number, enter your email. Okay, then after that, enter your address like this. Now it will display everything with this icon automatically. Then if you want to display your button like this donate now button, you can select this option, and button text will be donate now, and button link, you can just copy this link, paste it over here. This is how it will look by default. If you want to change the style, you can go ahead and do that thing. So let's see. So you can change the background color. You can change all these different colors from here. If you want to change the text color, okay, whatever color you want to change, you can select those colors from here. If you also want to change the hover color, if you hover this, as you can see, we have this blue color. So maybe instead of this blue color, we want this orange color, some other color. You can set that thing as well. Okay, like this. And let's see some more things. If you want to make it circular, you can increase the border radius and all. Now click on publish. Again, come back. Let's see elements, media, and we have responsive. We also want to display our social icons at the right hand side. So for that, you have to go to social media under elements, whether you want to enable or disable it thing, and under social links, you have to enter all your social links. You need to get your font awesome icon and your link. So as you can see, we have this link. You have to go to fontawesome.com. Let's go to that website. Now, for example, if you want Facebook icon, you can search for Facebook. You can get the icon here. As you can see, if you want this icon, click on this, and you will see the name is Fab. As you can see, this is the name, this much. Okay, So you have to paste in this link, not this much, only this much. Okay, fab fa hyphen Facebook. This is the only thing. Okay, if you see this darker text, that is the code. Then after that, your link, whatever your Facebook link is, as you can see, it has already started displaying over here. Okay, you can also change the style and everything. Similarly, if you want to add more links, you can add more social link. Now if you want Twitter link, for example, again come back over here, search for Twitter. Now as you can see, if you want to maybe this one, you can select this. This is fab fa Twitter. So I can actually copy this text, paste it over here. Instead of Facebook, fab fa Twitter. Now you'll also see Twitter icon, as you can see. So you can add these icons like this. Then you have the site identity option. Here you can upload your logo if you want. So this is your logo, for example. If you want, you can upload your logo. It will replace this logo. And once you upload your logo, you can always disable your site title and tagline so that it does not display over here. Okay. Now from here, you can enter your site icon or your fav icon. Come back. We have the colors option. You can change the primary color, hover color. For example, hover color, I want to change this thing to this color. Okay. Primary color also can be changed. All these colors can be changed. Side skin. Now the default skin, if you want default skin, if you want some other skin, you can change that thing. Site layout, you can change that thing. Okay, these are not really important, but you can do them. Then we have this sidebar. We don't have anything to do. Let's see the footer. Okay, footer is working properly. Blog post, single blog page. Then I think we have the blog home page. Let's see the blog page. Everything looks good. Just the blog page, I think we have to see one more time. If you open the blog page. Okay, now on the blog page, everything is showing all the styles. So this style also, the grid style also, and even this carousel style. If you want to, and at top, if you see this, slider style also. If you want to disable this slider style, for example, just disable it like this. This slider will disappear. Okay, similarly, after that, we have the featured post, which is this. So whatever you want to disable, you can just go ahead, latest post. If you want to disable it, just disable it like this. That will be disabled. Okay, so if you want all style or only single style, you can have only that one single style. Okay, and with this, we have successfully completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. I hope you have learned something new. Now, if you like this video, if you want to watch more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.